Uppsala. Yes, I'm back. I don't know how it crashed out that badly, but it did. I turned off my hotspot. I'm just back on regular T-Mobile now for the remainder of this short walk. We made it to Manhattan. That's what you missed so far. I think I'm on Clinton Street now. Oops. Good morning, David. I guess it's just after 6 a.m. over there. Still having some horizon issues. Well, yeah, this was when I used to drive more. This was how I would get off the Williamsburg Bridge quickly to go straight north. Insomnia does suck. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Izzy's cheesesteaks on the left. Yeah, luckily my gloves have the capacitive feature, however it works, so I can still touch my screen. I was able to get back. Kind of. For this, I'm using my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra on a Snappa Atom gimbal. The reason I even got this gimbal is because it has wireless charging in the clamp, and I thought that would be a cool way to keep the phone charged, but it seems to have horizon issues. Yeah, 3 times the charm or 3 strikes and you're out. I don't know. One of those two, hopefully. There's a cat cafe here, by the way, called Koniko, which I think is Japanese for cat. So you can buy a pastry, get some coffee, and then there's cats in the back room. I didn't want to stop too much today, but I thought that was worth showing. So if you're ever in the city and you need some therapy time with cats, go to the Koniko Cat Cafe on Clinton Street. I believe coming up is Houston Street, so it's just south of Houston Street. And you could also stop by the Clinton Street Baking Company. Zoe, I would have gone in, but a bit of a tight schedule today. It's a working day for me, but I wanted to capture part of my commute from Brooklyn into Manhattan. I was actually already working in Brooklyn this morning. Oh, because Nico is cat. Neko. I work in healthcare. So at Houston Street, this does turn into Avenue C, or I think someone mentioned Loizada Avenue. No, we're in Avenue B right now. Sorry, Clinton Street turns to Avenue B. Avenue C would have been Loizada. Dial M for Masala, when do coronavirus pandemic restrictions loosen up? Good question. I wish I could tell the future. I'm hoping, we'll see what the vaccine truly brings. I know there's a lot of questions about the vaccine and side effects, and was it brought to market too soon? We'll just have to see. Multiple the manufacturing companies claim that it's highly effective. 90% is the number floating around. I hope that's true. If it is, I assume it's going to be distributed to very high-risk populations first, probably starting with healthcare, and then hopefully on it gets it. I don't think it can be mandated, nor should it be, but that's a topic for another day. Yeah, I heard the UK is getting it early, or quickly. Yeah, they're saying it's very effective. 90%. But yeah, they could say you can feel pretty down for about a day if you get the side effects. But if enough people get it, hopefully there's enough protection that goes around, herd immunity, so they say, and we'll be okay. Well, I don't know how many conclusive studies there are about that. I think most of the studies, based on evidence, don't link the two. But again, you can't be 100% sure on everything. Yeah, you can't really. It's a lot of these conspiracy theories and statements I tend to shy away from because they're just, having a science background, it's frustrating when people who don't make wild accusations. It's good to have an opinion, but it's also good to have an educated opinion, I think. Yeah, Ivy and Mia, I agree. All right, we've reached Tompkins Square Park. Maybe I'll do a quick walk through there. Now we're leaning the other way. I don't know how this is. And now we're even. Okay. This is essentially Alphabet City. That's where we're walking through right now. Thanks, Ujaya. Yes. And Ivy Lynn, yes, it is chilly. sniffly, but before I get in, do the rest of my work, I'm probably gonna grab a hot cup of coffee. I'd be curious to think what Walk, Ride, Fly or Rob thinks of the coffee I'm probably gonna get, but for some reason, I really crave those street cart coffees. I don't know what it is about them, but sometimes I really want one of those. And that's what I want to get. Definitely depends on the day, but today I feel like one of those. Street cart coffee. I mean, I definitely love a good cup of joe too. But for whatever reason, those street coffees. Actually, can I take a stroll in the street here? I think they still have pedestrian allowance here. Yes, I like bagel shop coffee. A lot of great bagel shops in the area. If I went one block west to Avenue A, Tompkins Square Bagel Shop is over there. And I like that one a lot. But the other great bagel shop that people don't usually mention on streams is Essa Bagel. And they have a couple of locations now. I think they have 3 locations. But I grew up with Essa Bagel in this neighborhood right by Stuyvesant Town. Oh, this is Ama. It's a great oyster place. Which reminds me, I went to get oysters a few months back, and I didn't even know these existed, but one of the oysters had a crab in it. And apparently oyster crabs are a thing. It was still alive, interestingly. And then apparently they were considered a delicacy back in the day. I didn't happen to eat it because at that time I didn't really know what it was. It was kind of creepy. All right, I'll make my way back to the sidewalk. I think here's another interesting coffee shop that we're about to pass by. Montauk Brewing Co. Roost is the name of the place. It's pretty nice. They have good coffee. I was here last night in the dark, if you caught it, but I'm approaching Stuyvesant Town, so I'll stop by the oval there where the decorations are and probably wind this down as I get to work. Oh, the fresh salesman. Yes, oyster crab, exactly. I'm somewhat surprised you found the right emojis to capture that. But I'm glad they exist. I hope the toilet brush selling business is good today. Yeah, it's good morning if it's morning for you. It's morning for me. And we've entered Stuyvesant Town. Moving rather quickly. It's 9:25, if you can see that. Nah, it's not focusing, that's alright. It took a little while this year, but all the leaves are finally down from the big trees. Don't forget, it is cold, and I am moving briskly in this brisk weather. So let me try to cross. In Manhattan, there's a lot of street cleaning. Most streets in Manhattan have 2-day-a-week street cleaning. Stuyvesant Town, if you can get a spot, these spots here, the cleaning is only once a day. I mean, once a week, once a day. But those spots are impossible to get. The people who do get those spots tend to camp out whenever they're street cleaning, and they just pull back, let the street cleaning truck through, and pull right back in. All right, here we are. We were here last night. This is Stuyvesant Oval. They put up their own tree. Looks like the lights are still on, so they don't turn it off during the daytime. This is a great little community. Community. There's some chess tables in front of the basketball court there. Oval Studio Fitness is right there. I see a bunch of spin bikes in the window. The Oval Fountain. We're walking in Stuyvesant Oval right now. That's what this is called. So all the buildings surrounding this one are numbered. For example, 20 Stuyvesant Oval. I showed you yesterday if you were on the stream last night, but this park is Playground 10, and they've turned it into a skating rink. So this is a whole tent for skates. They have a little outdoor area with tables and chairs, and then there's skating rinkers right behind. Peter Koopa Scoops is an ice cream truck. I've never tried them. I'm not sure they're actually open or if they're... So there was some decorations that I didn't get to catch last night in Peter Cooper. It's not too far out of my way right now, so I'm going to try to catch those. Have a great day too. Thanks for stopping by. You being here with me. Almost with still unstable at the interact. Oh, I think we're back. Huberto Perez, good morning. Welcome. A quick stream today. Well, this is part 3, or take 3 is a better way to put it, of a stream that should have taken us from Williamsburg, Brooklyn to Manhattan, over the Williamsburg Bridge. So if you watch the last 3 streams in order, it does accomplish that with a few pauses, which I do apologize for. Is that true? If it is, welcome. Everyone here is welcome. Prulsy Tomsy they are. This complex was originally built, I think, in the 50s and 60s maybe. This is the later one. Stuyvesant Town was built first, I believe, and it was originally built for World War II veterans. So these buildings are at least 50 years old, if not approaching 60. I believe there's 3 or 4 playgrounds in Peter Cooper. And Stuyvesant Town has 12 playgrounds, if I remember correctly. Right there is the FDR Drive. That is the eastern side of Manhattan. You can drive the full route essentially. When you go up north enough around 120th Street, I think, it turns into Harlem River Drive. But functionally it's the same. In the background, that beige building is the Manhattan VA, Veterans Affairs Hospital. And this building right in front of me, the short one, right here, that's Astor Levy. It has an outdoor and an indoor swimming pool, and it's a community pool. So a lot of folks in the neighborhood use that in the summer. And I think the indoor pool is open in the winter, so people still use it. Okay, moving fairly quickly. I think I'm running on schedule, which is good. I'm going to try to cross here on the side street. It'll take us through a park. Well, I think I held my finger on the trigger. There we go. All right. So this right here will be the entrance to Astor Levy. On the left, this is actually a pretty new addition. It's an outdoor gym area. They've added some pull-ups, some rowing, I think, and different little platforms. Oh, I wonder if I can walk through here. It looks like there's more construction going on. There's a running track here and a children's playground. Now, I don't know exactly what they're doing here, but I'm gonna walk through. Oh, it looks like they're tearing down most of this playground. I hope they keep something available here, because it was a nice little park. I used to come out here and do park workouts. There's a little workout station in the back where I did pull-ups and various body weight exercises. Now this building here is actually part of Hunter College, which is a CUNY school, City University of New York. Oh, this is interesting. So if you see this structure here, it's a huge wall, and the bottom part of the wall comes up. So they built this. The bottom part right here comes up. They built that after Sandy, Hurricane Sandy. When the Hurricane Sandy flooded this entire area, the VA was affected heavily. So they spent an exorbitant amount of money to build a wall that'll, essentially a flood wall, that'll prevent damage if that ever happens again. So it's both preventive and reactive in a way. Reactive because they only built it because of the prior flood. But preventive in that it'll prevent future floods, hopefully, or flood damage. I don't know what I'm rambling about, but it makes sense in my head. Here. Make a right. But we're having some buffering issues. Yeah, nobody was ready for it. Caused a huge power outage, many power outages, but affected Manhattan and many boroughs, many of the boroughs. I think every borough was affected, except maybe the Bronx was one of the least affected ones. Technically, the Bronx is the only mainland borough of New York City. Technically. All right. As I approach Bellevue Hospital, I'm not going there, but I'm going to walk by it. I'm probably going to wind down the stream, get back to work. But at least I did a true commuting stream today. This wasn't just a walking around stream to walk around, but this was a commute for me. I would have taken the train to get here sooner. That's why I walked quickly to make up for lost time. But thanks everyone for joining. If you want to see more of this hospital, you can tune into the TV show New Amsterdam, where they do a lot of on-site filming here. And you can see actual locations inside, outside the hospital, some of the rooftops. Kind of cool. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining. I'm going to sign out here. Hopefully I'll catch you all soon in the next stream, but if I don't, feel free to rewatch any of the replays and my other videos. I put a lot out there. Yes. Bye everyone.